It's backwards too.
Hi, thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be presenting the Lemus line of plate bending rolls. We have the model I'm standing in front of is the Lemus Initial Pinch 3-roll bending roll. We also have a 4-roll machine set up that we will demonstrate as well. What I'd like to point out on the Lemus machines, all the machines come in lengths from as short as 2 foot and as a maximum length 10 foot, with capacities ranging from gauge material all the way up to 1/2 inch on the shorter machines, up to about 5 foot or 6 foot, and 1/4 inch on the 10 foot models. All the models are identical as far as their features and functions, except for their capacities. Each machine, on the 3-roll machines, you have a control mounted on the side of the machine where all the functions for the machine are mounted, as well as a remote handheld forward and reverse pendant. The 4-roll models have a rolling console with identical adjustments. All the machines come standard with a digital readout, which is for the bending roll. The 4-roll machines come with 2 digital readouts, one for the front bending roll and one for the rear bending roll. The buttons on the console are for the adjustment of the hydraulic pinch roll, up and back, the bending roll. You can also use the parallel adjustment for cone bending, which all machines come standard with a cone bending attachment, which is this feature here. The 4-roll machines, the cone bending attachment is actually mounted on the top or the bottom of the top roll. All machines come standard with hardened ground rolls. The 3-roll initial pinch style machines have a special feature, which is a pinch setting device. And what this device does is you get a series of shims with the machine, and you use a shim according to the thickness of the material that you're going to roll, and you insert it into this magnetic device there. And what that does is it automatically pinches the material according to the thickness of what you're about to roll. The machines all come with both the 3 and the 4-roll, hydraulic adjustment of the pinch roll, hydraulic adjustment of the bending roll, hydraulic drop end, which is back here, digital readout. Again, I mentioned the digital readout. And the 3-roll machines, which you can't see it by the picture too well, but the 3-roll machines from the 100 series and up all have bar grooves for 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch round bar. And we can customize these in some cases for other profiles, such as square bar, which we have done recently. I have Dave with me here, and Dave is going to demonstrate actually rolling a cylinder on this machine, and then again on the 4-roll machine after that. Dave?
Thanks, Fred. Sure. All right, so when we're rolling on the 3-roll, the first thing we're going to do is raise up our bending roll to use as a straight edge for squaring up a material. Since the rolls are crowned, we always feed the material in and center it to the roll. Because I have my pinch gauge here, it's already been set up for this material. We lower the bending roll and drive the material to the rear. So next we're going to raise up the bending roll and do a pre-bend. when we're rolling, it's good to have your radius gauges on hand. In this case, we're looking at around 7.6 radius. So we can check our pre-bends to see if we've accomplished that. And looks pretty good. So because this is a 3-roll, what we're going to do is we're going to lower the rolls, rotate the material around to the opposite side, and then we can finish rolling the material. We're done. We lower the pinch and bending roll. Then we can either confirm our rolled cylinder is good. If it's a little bit open, we can always feed it back in the machine and tighten up the roll a little bit. There you have it. And you can use your digital readouts as a reference. You can write down your numbers that you use to get to this point. So that way you have repeatability from part to part as you're rolling through. You keep going back to the same number and you will get the same result.
Thanks, Dave. Moving over to the 4-roll machine. This particular model is a demo model that we use for in-house demos, which is why some of the paint is a little scratched up on it. But again, I mentioned the 4-roll machine has a rolling pendant, and on this pendant, you have all the features of the digital readout for the bending roll positions, joystick for the adjustment of the front bending roll, the rear bending roll, the actual pinch roll, and then rotation. And this is handy to be able to roll around and actually see what you're doing with the 2 bending rolls. The pinch device on this particular machine actually has a manually set hydraulic pinch pressure, which is a little different than the 3-roll machine, but this gives you a little bit more range of adjustability since the top and bottom roll are directly over one another when the material is being pinched. The cone bending attachment on the 4-roll machine is the little hardened shoe that is directly on the bottom of the top roll, and this is the surface that the minor end of the cone will actually drag on to facilitate cone bending. Again, we're going to demonstrate the bending procedures on the 4-roll machine.
All right, so we start out the same way as you would on the 3-roll. We're going to use the 1 bending roll as our squaring arm for the material. Okay. Same as before, we can use our radius gauge to check our radius. As you can see, it's a lot faster rolling a cylinder on a 4-roller where we don't have to take the material out and turn it around.
Hold it up. Can't see it. Go.
Results.
The results are down here. It's just a hair open, so we could just tighten up our numbers just 1 or 2 digits, and that'll close that right up for the next one. Or we could put it back in the machine and re-roll it to make it a complete usable part.
Hope everyone enjoyed the train sounds compliments of CSX. The Lemus machines are currently the most feature-rich 3 and 4 roll plate bending rolls on the market for the price point. Very, very good value on this particular brand. Very, very good track record, serviceability. We have machines that are 25 years old that are still in service. And we currently stock many, many different models. You can see the ones behind me, as well as we have a full inventory of 3 and 4 roll Lemus machines available for ready for quick delivery. And approximately in the US at this point, in North America, we have about 400 or 500 machines that we have been supporting, and it's been a very, very good product. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for more live demonstrations.